And a very good morning from here in Hong Kong. On the map you'll see we're heading to the small Japanese island of Ishigaki. Let's also talk about this livery. Look at that, I really like that. There's something of almost like a FedEx-y vibe about it in terms of colouring, but I just love that tail detail, obviously featuring the skyscrapers of Hong Kong. So yes, this is Hong Kong Express, a budget airline operating from the Chinese city of Hong Kong, which you can see in the distance there. We're departing out from runway 7 right, flight time in the region of 1 hour 40. Let's get ourselves underway. There we are. Alrighty, so battery 1, 2 can come on. AP master switch and APU starts. We'll set the throttle. We'll set the Q and H. So we're cruising today, folks, an altitude of 35,000 feet as well, by the way, if I hadn't already mentioned that. So we'll dial that in. And it will be, as I say, a runway 7 right departure. Obviously this is Hong Kong's new airport, been around for a while. The famous Kai Tak closed back in '98, I think it was, so it's nice to be back in Hong Kong. Been here only once or twice on the simulator, but it's always nice scenery, so it's nice to be doing another flight. It's quite dark screens there. Let's get those brightened up, shall we? So let's see what we're doing. So we've got the APU up. Suppose probe 8. AP bleed on. It is. Let's get those aligned. Bang, bang, bang. Emergency lighting. About. Strobe lights on auto. Set a sequence. Okay, get that FMC programmed up now. Alrighty, so we're going from VHHH heading across to Romeo Oscar India Golf. Cost index, so budget airline, put around about 7, and we said we're cruising at 35,000 feet. IRS in it, align on ref. Confirm that. So fuel weight, block fuel, we're packing 9.5. Awesome. Flight plan. So we're departing out 7 right. And that's on the Oceania 2A departure, I believe. Yep. Okay, and then from Ocean, it's V3 on the airways. V3. That takes us to Envar. So we'll be flying out sort of just south of Taiwan and across to M750, across to the Japanese island Ishigaki. Probably pronounced that terribly wrong. If you happen to be Japanese watching this or know any Japanese, and please tell me how it's pronounced properly. Or just laugh. Toto. Okay. And I've got to remind myself from my flight plan to do it to Yaeyama. This waypoint. Okay, so our arrival is going to be on runway 4, I think. Yes, RS4Z. And that's going to be via the... I look like a... I don't want to go... Do I want to go via Banner? Where the hell was Banner? Oh, I wanted to go via Giotto. I have no idea where Banner is. Banner's all the way up there, which will bring us round there, so let's just go direct to Giotto, shall we? If we're coming in from... yeah, I don't want to go via Banner, so no star. Well, we could just put via... no, because via Banner's going to throw me out. Okay, no, not really. Well, yeah, we can stick with that. We'll roll with that. There we go. Right, performance. V speeds in. Oops. Right. I need a format error. Oh, yeah, sure, of course. 1 up 0.1 40. Now we can plug the V speeds in. Flight plan. Awesome. Let's call up the tug. Let's be pushing back momentarily. Constraints on height is good. So we've got plan in. ACT gas, set that up. Awesome. Get the radar to it is aligned, doors closed, no seatbelts, no smoking, beacon light can all come on. Yep. Checklist, touch around, skip point, princess. Fuel pumps all on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crew supply. Mission set to start engines. Let's get that brakes off. And we need to be pushing back to the left. There we are, push back initiated. As we say farewell to Hong Kong. Beautiful location for an airport, hey? Easily on a recommended destination. Easily. I suspect our place we fly into is going to be pretty spectacular as well. I have that feeling. Okay, let's start spinning the plane round. Let's get the other engines warming up. Up, send the tug away, brakes come on. So we got all the engines on, ignition selector can go back to normal, AP bleed off. Ground spoilers armed towards brake max. Trim flaps, AP master switch off. Anti-ice as required. Taxi lights. There we go. Weather radar can come on now. Takeoff config is good. Release the brakes. And we'll taxi on out to our destination. Hello. Oh geez, that's lively. Not sure what's going on with that. The throttle was a little bit. There we go, that's better. So this is an early morning departure from Hong Kong, incidentally. We're going to drop down 2 taxiways, I think. You can see the beautiful mountains that surround us. I have to say, what a location for an airport. Whoever thought putting an airport here is a genius? As iconic as the old airport was, coming in over the city like it did, this new one is dramatic in its own right, with these lovely big mountains here. Built on an artificial island, as I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it isn't, then it's just amazing they found a perfectly shaped flat bit of land to build an airport on next to some big mountains. So I suspect that I'm not wrong somehow. Anyhow, we are just making our way round. We're on 0 throttle. Trying to think who we flew in here last with. Did we do it with a guest airline? Possibly. Have to go back and check. Probably Air Asia or somewhere like that. I'm pretty sure I had a flight into Hong Kong from somewhere. As I said, I'll have to go back and check. Was it the Indian airline or something? How far are we from India here? I don't know. We'll check. Curious. Most curious. 12,000 feet of runway, so we can probably swing it round just here. Don't think we need to go right to the end, especially as we've got quite a low takeoff speed. Oops. Okay, it's not going to give us that call. Some do, some don't. This is going to be one of the ones that don't. Alright, so strobes on, takeoff lights on, nose lights on, packs off, and set the elapsed timer, and then we can depart out, my friends. Manflex 40 SRS, airspeed is alive. We are accelerating down the runway. I sometimes think we accelerate just maybe a little bit too quickly. Maybe it's something they need to refine a little bit. I don't know, this thing can take off quite. There we go. And we are airborne. Gear up. Love that sound. Autopilot on. Packs. First, so Q&H. Lights off, 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 off. Off. Seatbelt signs come off. We'll have some external views quickly and then go to the to see a lot, unfortunately. So let's jump straight into the wing view. And leave you with that for the duration of, well, I say duration until we come into land. There we go. Okay, you join us back again. Had a little problem, simulator crashed. So let's see if it's going to do it again. Hopefully not. Cost index, plugin 7. Performance data, a bit late for that. It's going to cause the same problem again. Weather request, send. Fortunately we seem to be back under control. We'll settle in at 33,000 feet and then descend down accordingly. I need to switch my radar screen back on. Elapsed time is obviously gone. Did I send a message or not? Wait a minute, just in case I didn't. No, I don't think I did. Okay. So yeah, essentially sending a message and getting the printout caused it to crash. I've now run an update, so hopefully it's fixed that. But that doesn't seem to want to be working for some reason. It does know where we're going, right? And oh gosh, I don't know what's going on with this turbulence. We're bouncing all over the place. What the hell's going on here? Jeez. We're really getting jumped around something chronic. Right, that's not working for some reason. The turbulence is off the scale. 20 miles out. That's probably why. Is smart. I've got that. Okay, we'll have to do without the VHHROIG. ATC. Exit menu. EHHH ROIG. Yep. See if that works now. It's queued. Right, we'll begin descending. We need to descend down to an altitude of 2,000 feet. Let's see if we can do this without it having a problem. Let's see, messages, meta, print, performance, phase. Okay, seems back to normal now. That's good. Meta not available. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so we'll descend down 2,000 feet now. Descent. We've still got a maximum fuel on board, but not to worry. You seem to have stabilised out a bit now. So we hit our descent. Switch that on. So yeah, we began descending. What we'll do is we'll get a we'll get a report manually. It's annoying having that crash. I bet it will muck up my map as well. Let's see. Schedule info. Alright, so we got 1017. 1017. Temperature is 21 degrees. Wind magnitude is 280 at 4 knots. It's very light winds. Doesn't matter, we're coming in runway 4. and our radio altimeter setting is going to be at 200. There we go. Jump back to the flight plan. Awesome. So we're back in business, so to speak. Let's be prepared for it. Yeah. So basically, as I say, the sim crashed when I tried to get the METAR report, so I just reloaded it in top of descent. So we're not too. It's caused a bit of disparity. I've lost a bit of things, but we can still complete the flight, which is the main thing. So we descend down through 29,000 feet, a little bit overcast, not really what you'd expect this part of the world, to be honest. I was expecting some quite nice weather. Hopefully it won't ruin the view too much. I don't know what the cloud base is down to. So there's a few at 031, which suggests 3,100 feet. So yeah, we should be able to get under that cloud and get something of a view for you all. Flight Temper have just dropped Athens for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's have a look at the pictures. Looks very nice. Can't tell you much about the pricing. Doesn't say. Yeah, no, might do. Hold on. Flight Temper Athens. Trains, highway traffic, 3D animated characters inside and outside the terminal. Nice. I just wonder how much that canes the FPS. Flight Temper Athens is available. Oh, here we are. Wow, $17.99. That's dollars, by the way, folks. Dollars. That seems a very reasonable price, actually. Flight Temper scenery. I have to see what they got available for Microsoft Flight Simulator, because they do very, very nice sceneries. You'll recall back in P3D I had the Amsterdam, Copenhagen sceneries. Actually, I wonder if they've got Amsterdam available for is available for P3 MSFS. No. Sucks. I got Copenhagen. So MSFS, Athens, Sydney, Vegas and Copenhagen is all that's available at the moment. For some reason Vegas as well, that's a little bit more than the other two, but man, I don't know, the Vegas one I bet looked good. I'm going to start adding some airports at one point. I think once PMDG drop their stuff, then I'll look to start adding airports. So I'll be able to clear up some space. I can remove X-Plane, and ultimately I'll be able to remove P3D as well, and we'll just be going primarily, purely, really, mainly for disk space reasons. Yeah, we'll become just focused on Microsoft Flight Simulator. That, however, is not to say that I won't keep an eye on how things are developing with the upcoming X-Plane 12. It'd be kind of sad in a way to say goodbye to P3D, because I started out on FSX, which is sort of basically very similar to P3D, just a little less graphical detail. And yeah, got a lot of flight simming time on that, had some good times. So yeah, part of me will miss it, but it's very difficult to... I know I keep mentioning it, but it is very difficult to fly anything else now. That said, coming back to X-Plane 12, and I remember when I first saw the reveal, I thought, well, they've not really shown too much of the clouds, and they actually dropped on their official sort of Facebook page thing a screenshot of some clouds the other day, and I've got to say, it did look very nice. So yeah, I shall certainly keep oh, we're quite low. We can really pull back on that. I shall certainly keep an eye open, see how that evolves, develops. Cool, so we, as I already told you, will be landing runway 4. Well, that's 110.75. Let me just make sure that is set up correctly. It is. Brilliant. I really can't wait for the 737 to... I mean, where are we? We're November soon, so... The expectation was it would be this year. I suspect in reality we'll probably see it early next year, but who knows? I'll probably go and release it tomorrow or something then. I will most definitely be purchasing it, because of that saying. I need to do some... so I was having problems with the 737 on P3D. It's just that it's just kept, for some reason... The old, I went back and looked at my some of my old videos, and the old PMDG before they did the NGXU, whatever it's called now, that really floated on landing, and this new one just doesn't. It just falls out of the sky like a brick. It's a lot more trickier customer, that's for sure. So elsewhere, I've been doing some further testing in terms of performance, flyability and everything of the my biplane. Was it the YMF Waco or something? And I'm pleased to say I've got to a situation where I'm certainly in a position where I can bring you some sightseeing tours. So kind of want to get Australia finished first. That'll probably be something I bring in, because my next tour is going to be a winter tour of Norway, and I suspect there's going to be some occasions where the weather's just going to be too horrendous to do a leg of Norway, so I can intersperse that with some sightseeing tours, both of existing photogrammetry cities in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and of course the plethora of additional cities you can download through the Flight Sim Tour website. I was looking forward to. I did some testing actually with downloading it. Downloaded Ipswich because it's quite local to me, in case you're wondering, and I have to say that it actually turned out quite well, better than I expected, and it blended quite well as well. Yeah, you can notice it's there as you can with some of the photogrammetry cities, but you know, the difference slightly in colouring, but it did turn out really well. It looked pretty cool flying over a town that I'm so familiar with. So yeah. what we're doing, let me think what we're doing here. We'll get the seatbelts on for a start. Alrighty. So we've got some islands down below us there. Might even be able to tell you which ones they are if I hop on the flight map a minute. We are approaching Takatomi, and then the next island over will be Ishigaki. Wow, look at that! That looks very nice down there, I have to say. So of course inbound from Hong Kong. 2030 should be at 9,000, 4,000. Okay, so we can decrease our rate of descent a little bit. It's quite high. There we go. Switch over to local QNH. Oops, it's up that way. Activate that as well in preparation for landing. Wood brakes got to be set medium. Ground spoilers armed. Oh, that does look nice, doesn't it? Look at that. Let's try and get an outside view, see what that gives us. Wow. Spot for screenshots on this flight. Got a bit of wind about at this altitude. I tell you what, this new update, the turbulence effects seem better, don't they? I wonder if they've been working on those. So we're getting bounced around a lot more. We probably left ourselves a little bit high here. So Ballas is where we've got to hit. So that's probably 15, 10, 15. 20, 25 miles, we're way too high. Let's get the speed brakes out. Turn-offs. There we go, on. That on. Yeah, this does look nice. Oh crap. Those Navigraph updates stop pestering me. Holy moly, does that look nice. Oh my. Yeah, I don't know how we let ourselves get too high like that. It's really annoying. Ah, damn it, I need to open sky. Bloody. Let's set ourselves down.
$2,500.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Around sights. We vacate right or left here, looks like right. Landing gear down, 3 greens, auto brakes armed. Ground spoilers are armed. Hello Japan. Looking nice. God, this is over so low.
100 above. 300. Hundred above. Minimum 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
There we go, welcome to Japan. Not too bad weather for landing in the end, actually. Right, let's have a look at the MSFS. Let's do this. Finish flight. same as fighters and trust flight so much chooses run pleasant frozen journey for back boarding and no new future. So from here in Ishigaki, they've winged over arrival. We'll have some big trees. Oh, finished there.